I've managed to do it, but also from a professional experience, this is what I would recommend. So the first thing you need, Mary, you're going to have a very small gap between children. The first and most important thing is that you and your toddler feel safe and secure. You have to have a foundation in place if you're going to successfully breastfeed a newborn with a toddler in the house and the toddler in your full-time care. So we have to make everybody feel safe and secure. So well before the new baby arrives, I want you to work really hard on boundaries. So in the toddler book, I talk about the holding technique. This is with an older child. If they touch something, you say, Mummy doesn't want you to touch the fireplace, but if you touch the fireplace, you're asking me to hold you, okay? And you follow the holding technique. You can Google how to do it, right? That's with slightly older children. With slightly younger children, you can do this, and with older children, you can also do this. But you are not to touch the dog's water. If you touch the dog's water, you are going to go on the thinking place. Or you can do, if you touch the dog's water, you're asking Mummy to hold you, right? So let's say we're going to do the thinking place. If you touch the dog's water, you're going in the thinking place, right? So we don't call it a naughty place. We don't call it a naughty corner. We don't call it a naughty step, because your child's like, well, the step's not naughty and the corner's not naughty. So we call it a thinking place where they go and think about their behavior. And depending on the age of your child, if we're talking about a 4 or 5-year-old, they would sit there for 4 minutes. If we're talking about like a 18-month-old, they might only have to sit there for 40 seconds before you let them get off the thinking place. So you need to put these boundaries in place, and you need to do it like this. If you touch the dog's water again, you're going in the thinking place. Ed, you touch the dog's water, you're going in the thinking place. And you just put them in the thinking place. Now, it might be, if you've got a young toddler, the thinking place is a porta cot. And then they go in there and they can't get out. And it's not the same porta cot that they sleep in. It's like a playpen style porta cot, right? Then if you touch the remote control, you're going in the thinking place. So if they try to climb up to get the remote control for the telly, so it's you touch the remote control, you're going in the thinking place. Or you touch the dog's water, you're going in the thinking place. It's not, Mummy told you not to touch the dog's water, and now you've really disappointed me because you've touched the dog's water and I asked you 4 times, and that's way too many words. It's, Ed, you touch the dog's water, you're going in the thinking place. So you need to work really hard on the boundaries in the toddler book before the baby comes. Then when the baby comes, you need to have a safe feeding space. This is really, really important. So a safe feeding space would be like, depending on your house. Now, you can go and buy dog puppy gates, or you can buy child gates. If you are going to be supervising your child as well, you can use puppy gates, which are slightly cheaper. Okay, so if you're going to be leaving your child and you don't want them going up the stairs, then you need a proper stair gate. If you're going to be leaving a child in a room and you're going off to do something and you're not going to be able to see them, you need a proper child gate to close off the area of the room, or the room that's going to be your child's safe space. If you're a working mum, you always need a safe space where you can sort of close your child off, and that needs to be a proper safe fitted rail, fence or gate for your child, or make the whole room, if your house is big enough, safe for your toddler, and then have the gate, a stair gate across the door, okay? However, if you're going to be in the room with your child, you could have like a puppy fence or something that you put up with the help of maybe an armchair, and you block off a section of the room which is going to become your safe feeding space. Or it might be, as I said, a room and you can put a gate across. But it needs to be an area that is really safe and your child can play or watch television, if that's what you decide to do, while you are breastfeeding, where you're with your child. Now, the reason why you can use a temporary fence is because you're with your child, and obviously if they're about to climb up in the temporary fence, drop it over, knock it, break themselves, you're going to put your newborn down and jump up and help them. You're not going to leave you're not leaving them in the room alone. That is why it can be a temporary type fence, okay? So you could have special toys that you only ever take out at breastfeeding time. Or you could have a special, like some people have a computer game. We know screens aren't perfect, but they have their place. We know we say no screens for children under a set age, but they have their place. It might be that you put the telly on. The telly is much better than an iPad with Bluey or with another show that your child likes. I always put on like an Einstein video. I can't think what they were called, but we had this special, I wish you could still get them. We had this special DVD, Baby Blinks, I think it was called. Must be, I think it was Baby Blinks. We had this special DVD that we only ever put on when I was breastfeeding. And Dara would just sit there and watch it over and over again. They like repetition. So you will have a special TV show that you will put on the TV every time you're breastfeeding. Or you will have special toys that you, or both, you can do both because children have a short time, short concentration span, as thing of toys that you only ever take out when you are breastfeeding. And or you could have, like, you could buy a kid's computer type game, or you could even have a game set up in an iPad, which I'm not a fan of, but some people give their kids iPads. And if you're someone who gives your child an iPad, only give it to them when you are breastfeeding. But don't give them an iPad to watch a TV show like Bluey or The Wiggles or Baby Blinks. That can go on a big screen, which is long focus, which is much better for their eyes and much better for them.